Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at 3 EDC pry tools, and we're also going to discuss if an EDC pry bar even makes sense in the first place. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to support the channel. Thanks. What I have in front of me are 3 EDC pry tools. Some time ago, EDC pry bars were all the rage. These were like 4 to 6 inch tools which were basically just a pry bar. So basically just a bar with maybe a bit of a pry feature at the front and maybe a nail puller, and that was it. And everyone was carrying it in their EDC loadouts. But honestly, when I saw that, it never really made sense to me. Unless maybe you're opening paint cans or something like that, it's not really going to be very useful. However, if combined with a pry tool, maybe it might make a bit more sense. And I've actually got 3 different pry tools which I've kind of collected over some time. So it's not something I just bought, but I bought these at different times, mainly to complement different tools within a loadout pouch. So I never kind of bought these as standalone tools, but really to complement an existing tool pouch. And let's have a look at all 3. And we'll start off with this one over here. This, I think, is probably the most useful or practical even as a standalone tool, because this is the Gerber Prybrid X, which is basically an X-Acto knife blade over here. So it's held within this aluminum body, and that's a craft blade, I believe a standard number 11, and you can replace it. So just push it by pressing this down and pushing it out. That extends the blade, and then if you want to kind of remove the blade, you press it one more time and push that out. And there's kind of a lever here where you can lift this up to remove the blade, as you can see. So once you do that, you can change out the blade and you can put it back just like that. And make sure it just catches within that slot. Of course, be very careful when you're changing out blades. They are very sharp. And then just press it back to kind of retract it, and now it's locked in place. And then press it once again to pull it all the way back. So that's a nice feature in a very solid housing, nice overall size. And then on the other end, you do have a pry tool, and this has a nail puller, as well as this kind of a cap lifter over here. So that's pretty good, and you got some paracord as well. So overall, I think quite a good standalone tool, nice handy size. And if I have to talk about, let's say, the knife first, it's for an X-Acto style knife, it's pretty good because you get good grip. There's jimping over here, nice and wide, and over here you have the pry tool. Now, not the main tool, but as a secondary tool, I think pretty good in this package. Now, I'm not exactly sure what steel this is. However, from what I've seen from smartknives.com, this is 420C, I believe. But if you do know, let me know in the comments below. But that's one of the EDC pry tools, which I think it's pretty good. Now, the other one is part of my titanium EDC loadout. You can check out the video for that in the link above or the description below. And I wanted to kind of fill up that particular loadout with different titanium tools because everything is titanium. And I found this particular titanium tools. Now, you can buy different titanium tools. They have different features, but I liked this one. Now, I didn't buy it for the pry bar, although it came with it, so that's fine. But I really like that spring-loaded pliers, and then there was this bit driver over here, which is magnetic, and you can attach it right on this side over here, and you can use that as a bit driver. Of course, there's another cap lift over here, and this is the pry bar with the nail puller. So as an overall package, again, I think pretty good, but I won't just buy a titanium pry bar if that was the only feature of that particular tool. And feels good. Titanium always feels good, and as part of the loadout, this really fits. The final pry bar tool I have over here is the Leatherman Piranha, and this is made from stainless steel, and it's the strongest, or at least, you know, by thickness and by size, it appears to be the strongest. I haven't really kind of tested these out in the field to see just how much strength or pressure these can to pry something open, but just by look and feel and the size, this would seem the most solid. And you get that nice big pry bar over here on this side. You also get a nail puller. Is there a nail puller? No nail puller over here, but this is kind of an open wrench box system. On the closed box system, I got a cap lifter over here, and kind of a screwdriver, I guess, system over here. Not sure how practical that is, but this was part of my urban survival pouch. And I really got it mainly for the pry bar, as well as the bit drive over here, which you can remove and put it inside. And I guess the wrench boxes can be useful as well. So just as an overall tool, because it didn't take up much space, at least in terms of thickness, but it was quite solid, I thought it was a good tool to add to that pouch. And that's the Leatherman Piranha. So there you have 3 different pry bar tools, and I think they're okay, as I mentioned, if they're part of an overall loadout to complement other tools and, let's say, a primary EDC knife. But what do you think of these EDC pry tools? Do you think pry tools or pry bars have any place in an EDC loadout? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.